All men are equal in his sight, the bond, the free, the black, the white. He made them all, them freedom gave. God made the man, man made the slave.
As he journeyed, he came near Damascus, and suddenly there shined round about him a light from heaven. That was St. Paul. With me, it wasn't the road to Damascus, but the town of Leicester, and it wasn't a light from heaven, but a white, hot flame from the heart of mankind. I arrived in Leicester in November 1840 to start work on a newspaper, the Leicestershire Mercury. It had only a small circulation. Consequently, I was only paid £2 a week.
I wish it could be more, but...
The Mercury has a small circulation.
We were most impressed with the articles you wrote for the newspaper in Stamford.
So was I, on occasion.
In fact, I'm a little puzzled that you left them.
I quarrelled with the manager.
I see. Do you often quarrel with the management?
Since I became a journalist, occasionally. In Lincoln, and in Gainsborough, and in Greenwich. Before that, when I was a teacher, no, I didn't quarrel with the management. But, of course, it was my own school.
Ah. Why did you give up teaching?
I lost my temper and caned a boy.
That's awful.
Beating children is sinful.
I'm sure we won't quarrel, Mr. Cooper. We require simple, factual reports on the magistrates' petty sessions at Leicester and Loughborough each week, and occasional paragraphs about...
The work was tedious and trifling. One evening I was sent to a chartist lecture, not out of any sense of curiosity, but because there was nothing else to report. The speaker was a Mr. John Mason, a Birmingham shoemaker. His lecture was eloquent, sober, and the arguments familiar to me.
We need the Charter, and we need it now! Yeah. 1, we need a vote for every man over 21. 2, we need a secret ballot to protect the voter. 3, there should be no property qualification for members of Parliament, so that we may return the man of our choice, rich or poor. 4, those members should be paid for their work. 5, there should be equal constituencies so that representation in Parliament is fair. And 6, annual parliaments, so that we, the people, might say to our representatives, you have betrayed us and you must go. All the reforms of recent years have been for the benefit of the middle classes. Cheap bread, they cry, but they mean low wages. Don't listen to their cant and humbug. Stick to your charter. Without it, you're slaves. With it, you're free men.
Are there any questions from the meeting?
I have listened with great interest to Mr. Mason, especially as I started my working life as a shoemaker. Though I'm now a journalist, and I can promise you a favourable account of this meeting in the Leicester Mercury. However, I must register my dissent on one point of the Charter, the secret ballots. When each and every one of us has the vote, we should feel free to cast that vote in front of our friends and enemies alike, we should cast our votes proudly and publicly. Otherwise, I'm in total agreement.
You need to know a little more about Leicester, my friend.
Perhaps you would be good enough to teach me. I've seen the lights in all the houses, very late at night.
We must work when we can, when there's work at all.
Does the stocking frame belong to you?
Bless your heart, no, it doesn't. Mr. Biggs, who owns this, has got maybe 1,000 or 1,200. And he lets them out in 30s and 40s to a whole lot of middlemen. And I rent it from Mr. Underwood.
Does the system work?
For Mr. Biggs and Mr. Underwood, it works very well indeed.
But not for you.
See, if there isn't much work available, like now, and I only do a half week's work, I still pay a full week's rent for the frame.
And when the work's good, how much do you earn?
Well, on average, 4 shillings and sixpence.
Well, that's about 27 shillings a week.
4 shillings and sixpence a week, Mr. Cooper.
But farm labourers in Lincolnshire earn twice as much. A man can't live on that.
I know. And that's why, when we win the Charter, I want to cast my vote in secret, where Mr. Biggs and Mr. Underwood can't see. Because I think I might not vote for the same man they vote for.
We don't make laws for the world as it is, but for the world as it might be.
Suit yourself. I've got work to do.
I cannot possibly print this.
It's simple, factual reporting.
It's an inflammatory statement about the Chartist cause.
Quite true, but it is also simple and factual.
There's only one thing to be done with this.
Don't do that! These words are much too good to waste. I shall start my own newspaper.
You'll end up in prison, Mr. Cooper.
If there is a price of telling the truth, so be it. I did warn you. I quarrel very easily. And the Lord said unto him, Arise, and go into the city, and it shall be told thee what thou must do. I started a newspaper. It was called the Midland Counties Illuminator, and I became secretary of the Leicester Chartists. You wrote this yourself, John?
I did, yes. It's a Chartist hymn.
All men are equal in his sight. The bond, the free, the black, the white. He made them all, and freedom gave. God made the man. Man made the slave.
Does it offend you, Mr. Cooper? Are you a Christian?
I'm not a Christian, and it does not offend me.
Thank you.
But I still don't agree with you about the ballot. Soon I shall be leaving to go to Manchester for a great conference of Chartists from all over England. And this is what I shall say to them in your name. We must have numbers, organised numbers. Then we shall not have to beg for the Charter. We shall be able to take it by demanding it as the nation's rights. Let 1/10 of the population, 5,000 from Leicester, the same from Nottingham, 10,000 from Sheffield, 200,000 from London, let them walk through the open streets at the same hour on the same day and cry, "We shall have the People's Charter, and no power on this earth shall prevent their obtaining it."
Mr. Cooper, we hear talk there'll be a call for a general strike in Manchester. Is that so?
That is so. Are you prepared to withdraw your labour until the People's Charter becomes the law of the land.
Return ye sons, though slaves ye be, God your Creator made you free. He life and thought and being gave, but never, never made us slave. All men are equal in his sight, the bond, the free, the black, the white. He made them all, their freedom gave. God made the man and made the slave.
God made the man. Man made the slave.
Come now, please. The resolution is that all labour shall cease until the People's Charter becomes the law of the land. Now, all in favour? Good. Unanimously.
Mr. O'Connor, I should like to make it clear why I cast my vote in favour of a general withdrawal of Labour. I do so because it will mean fighting.
Shame!
Mr. Hill says shame, but fighting must come. If we strike, the authorities will try to quell us. A physical struggle is inevitable, but if we are united, we are irresistible.
Now, we're not here to talk about fighting. We're here to consider what can be done to make the Charter the law of the land.
In any case, Mr. O'Connor, the people have got nothing to fight with. They'd be mown down by artillery if they even attempted to
I'm
fight.
astonished to hear our friend Mr. Cooper talk of fighting. Do you expect starving weavers to fight? They don't want arms and powder and shot. They want food and clothing.
Aye.
There will be violence in the land before the Charter is granted. As night follows day, there will be fighting.
You sound as if you're looking forward to it, Mr. Cooper.
There's nothing I hate so much as the violence of man. I may be a lapsed Christian, but I believe passionately in the 6th commandment.
Well, now you have me, Mr. Cooper. Which one is the 6th?
Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt do no murder. You have all heard, and it has been said, thou shalt do no murder. But I say to you, throughout history, kings and conquerors, powers and principalities, yes, and the government that rules us, they have all violated the precepts, thou shalt do no murder. The conquerors of America have nearly exterminated the native races of their land, thus violating the precepts, thou shalt do no murder. The English, the French, the Spanish and German wars in history have swollen the lists of the slaughtered and have violated the precept, thou shalt do no murder. Throughout history, the rulers of this land, our land, have violated this precept. Whether King Henry VIII plundering the churches and murdering men and women for religion, or the oppression in the colonies, or the guilty and violent rule in Ireland, our masters still violate the precept, thou shalt do no murder. Now, let us examine those who maintain the system of labor in the land. The low wages of the agricultural workers, the degradation of the miners who toil underground in hourly danger of their lives, the starvation among the stockists of my own town of Leicester, the landlords and the employers and the privileged classes, these people too are guilty of violating the precept, thou shalt do no murder. I say all this in the sure and certain knowledge that there are people here today representing those privileged classes who are resolved to apprehend me and punish me with whatever crimes they're able to concoct from the statute book. And I say to you, if such people are allowed to throw into prison any man who dares to stand up in the public view and express his honest opinion, then those people too are guilty of violating the precept, thou shalt do no murder. Have they all gone back to work?
Save only there is no work to speak of.
When did you last eat a proper meal?
I can't remember.
We failed.
No. The battle might take a little longer, that's all. We've still got your newspaper.
No.
Why not? You're not giving up.
I'm released on bail until the trial takes place. I owe money to the printer. I shall certainly go to prison. That is not a happy situation for publishing a newspaper. But thank you for your support. You're the only man I've never quarrelled with.
We quarrelled about the ballot.
Aye, but that was different.
How was that different, Mr. Cooper?
Because on the subject of the ballot, I am beyond question totally and absolutely in the right. If I go to prison, I shall sing your hymns and annoy the men with the keys.
You'd do better to stay out of trouble.
Nonsense. Trouble is something to be met face to face.
I sometimes think you enjoy it.
Of course. Don't you?
I just want to get on with my work.
I don't think the world would let you do that.
If there is any work.
Let's talk about the ballots. Now, you're wrong, you see. I don't question your sincerity, but you're wrong.
Life and thought and being gave, but never, never made us slave.
Be quiet!
Why should I be quiet?
You disturb the other prisoners.
And what do you care about the prisoners?
Not very much. You disturb me, then.
In my lifetime, I've quarrelled with editors, managers, and good friends and colleagues. I've even quarrelled with God himself. Now it's your turn.
Go to sleep.
Sorry, people like Thomas Cooper never go to sleep. His works so wonderful to see.
Hold your peace. You've been talking all night and now you're singing.
He made the sky with spangles bright.
Listen.
The moon to shine by silent night. The sun and spread the vast concave, but never, never made a slave. All men are equal in his sight. The bond, the free, the black, the white. He made them all, their freedom gave. God made the man and made the slave.
People like Thomas Cooper never go to sleep.